Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our program brought to you by Safety Systems. How would you like to know that your home is protected even when you're out of town? How'd you like to control the lights to throw off criminals when you're out of town? Or have cameras set up so you can keep an eye on your house when you're out of town? You can do all of that and more from your smartphone if you call former Vol, VFL, JJ Surlis, and Safety Systems. SafetySystems.com is their website. Give them a shout. They can set up a security system literally where you control your home in the palm of your hand. It's fantastic what they can do. You need to get out and see their showroom, as a matter of fact. Get in touch with them this week. You'll be very impressed. I know I was. Okay, back with Bobby Scott, Mike Strange, Josh Ward, Shazan Bradley down there. I want to quickly give each of you an area and ask you if it's overperformed or underperformed so far this season from what your preseason expectations were. Bobby, I'll start with you. Quarterbacks.
You know, I don't think that they've overperformed. I think they've really played well, and they've done what they've asked them to do against Arkansas. I don't think Dobbs was given the full boat to run the ball, to run the offensive system. I think he's much more effective when he is running the ball. I think when he throws, the protection could be a lot better. He hadn't thrown well enough really to be. He's still
not overperforming.
He's still not as accurate as he needs to be.
Okay, Mike Strange, running backs, over or underperformed?
I'm going to go a little over. I thought Jalen Hurd would be good, and I think he has been. I think he's been really getting tough yards. I'm impressed with him. The only surprise about the running backs is Alvin Kamara has been effective, but it's more as like a receiver or something. I thought he would be more effective and have more chances as a running back.
Not a lot of touches as a running back compared to Hurd, but at the same time, do you take the ball away from Hurd, who makes yards when he's got three guys holding him? So, Josh Ward, receivers.
I have to say underperformed to this point. Now, the expectations would have to drop with Pig Howard not being there, Marquez North being out, but they still have talent. They still have big playability. And it's not all their fault that they've underperformed. The grades higher after the Georgia game, I would say. Josh Smith, that big catch that he makes on 4th and 8, that changes things. But to this point, they've underperformed.
Von Pearson made one on his keister that he caught. That was another 4th down that mattered. Shazan, offensive line, overperformed or underperformed?
You know, I kind of hate this because I kind of don't like the offensive line. But I would say in terms of running, I think they've overperformed. And also, you got Hurd back there that packs a punch like George Foreman also. On the pass, considering the injuries and one thing about Dobbs is I think they're almost there. They're just barely off. We complain and we say that he can't throw the deep ball. We can't throw it down the middle. He needs just about another half a second. Just a little bit more time, I think we'll be all right. So I'm going to say offensively, we're kind of right on the border.
Okay, offensive line average rather than overperformed or underperformed. Defensive line, Bobby Scott. Sacks are way down.
They are, and somehow, some way, they've got to produce more in the defensive line for sure. If you don't hurry those guys, if they can sit back there, they can pick you apart.
Real quick, let me give you an over, under, and then just one sentence from each of you. The linebackers, over or under? Why?
I'm not saying over and under.
I'm going to break it down. Jalen Reeves maybe over, everybody else under.
Fair enough. Josh Ward. I got to give you something, don't I? Just guess. Secondary would be next.
Secondary, I would have to say underperformed. They have guys that opposing offenses can just pick on.
Or targeting. Mm-hmm. And you're wondering if Justin Martin's going to get more playing time now ahead of Emmanuel Mosley, who's been toasted a couple of times. Shazan Bradley, over or under special teams?
Definitely over. I didn't expect to see what we've seen this year. We've ran one back. I didn't expect to see that this year. They've not given up any big yardage anywhere. I think we've done really well.
Yeah, you get kick returns, punt returns. The only issue is Medley's kind of shaky on field goals.
Yeah, Trevor Daniel's been terrific.
Yeah, he has. Spectacular. So I agree with overperform. Coaching, overperform, underperform. If you look at the youth, you could argue overperform. If you look at the questionable decisions against Oklahoma and Florida, you say underperformed. Or do you just say average because they're 3-3?
I'd say average.
I'm going to go a little under just because you lost 2 fourth-quarter leads like that.
Okay.
I'll say under as well. They could absolutely be better than 3-3.
All right.
I'm gonna say definitely under. We're gonna have to make some adjustments. We got to send these guys either to camp or get someone who can help these guys in the off season because they're not doing the things that they should be doing.
Wow. There you go. Tough words right there. When we come back, will Rick Barnes and his staff do what he's supposed to do? We'll talk Tennessee basketball with Isaiah Victor, Mark Pancratz, Mike Strange next. Still going to talk a little bit about Tennessee football after that. Come on back on the Sports Source.